the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour from Sandland, no stress. It's set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you through the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the fields, you remember the name. Grab your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze and no room for regrets. It's hours of screaming, adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your dress and the game's ignite. I see the game's ignite. Bringing the thunder, it feels so right. Thunder, it feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low on the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thin. Get ready for highlights, every kick and thing. From the field to the crowd, we breaking it down. Tracking every move from the ace to the crown. But raise the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour from Sandland, no stress. It's set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you through the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. 3 highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the fields, you remember the name. Grab your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set. With the lights ablaze and no room for regrets. It's hours of screaming, adrenaline's popping. From the kick-up to the buzzer, the excitement is jumping. So grab your dress and the game's ignite. I see the game's ignite. Bringing the thunder, it feels so right. Thunder, it feels so right. Welcome to the showdown, it's time to ignite. With the low on the air, bringing you the fight. With the crowd roaring and the tension so thin. Get ready for highlights, every kick and thing. From the field to the crowd, we're breaking it down. Tracking every move from the ace to the crown. But raise the sharp blazers, that's an impress. We ultimate tour from Sandland, no stress. It's set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you through the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, aces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for. Electric vibes and the energy's on. We're taking the stage, it's time to get it on. Three highlights, the thrill of the game. From the courts to the fields, you remember the name. Grab your snacks, settle in for the ride. It's game day, baby. Let's take it in stride. Are you ready to rumble? The stage is set.
John Gruden just beat the NFL in court, and it could end up exposing a lot of the league's darkest secrets. Now, I assume everyone remembers what happened to Gruden. He left ESPN in 2018 to sign a $100 million deal with the Raiders. A series of his emails then leaked in 2021, where he criticized female referees, national anthem protests, and the Rams for drafting Michael Sam. But most importantly, let's just say that Gruden had some not-so-nice things to say about Roger Goodell. This caused Gruden to resign from the Raiders mid-season. But with $40 million in guaranteed money left on his contract, no one expected that to be the end of it. Gruden and the Raiders actually came to a resolution quite quickly. Within weeks, they signed a settlement that gave Gruden some of the money he was owed in exchange for no legal action. That left the NFL as Gruden's primary target. Everyone knew the emails were bad, but Gruden wanted to know how they got out in the first place. The NFL collected 650,000 emails from its investigation into Washington. Why were Gruden's emails the only ones to leak? And who leaked them? This is why Gruden filed a lawsuit against the NFL and Roger Goodell just weeks later. No one really expected that this lawsuit would go anywhere because all NFL employees sign a contract that forces any lawsuits into private arbitration. But given that Roger Goodell would be overseeing an arbitration case that directly involved himself, the Nevada Supreme Court ruled last week that this should go to a public trial instead. The NFL could still settle with Gruden before trial, but Gruden has consistently said that this isn't about money. He thinks Roger Goodell and the NFL screwed him, and he wants to prove it. That means the NFL will now be put through discovery, exposing the league's internal documents, communications, and depositions with key figures like Goodell. John Gruden used the NFL
Get set for the thrill. It's game time now. I will send you to the crowd. Let me show you how. Scores are dropping, wheels are turning, paces high. We're rocking every moment, reaching for the sky. So catch your breath and strap in tight. We're bringing the heat, it feels so right. Lights are flashing, the crowd's in a roar. Get ready for action, it's what we live for.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to ROMA Sports. We go around the country and the world and talk sports. I'm AK, your favorite guy, and tonight, baseball playoffs are around the corner, so we continue our predictions in the race, and there are some revelations in the John Gruden case that you don't want to miss. Archie, what's up?
What's going on, AK Navasa? How we doing on this beautiful hump day?
Kick-ass tunes for a kick-ass show. Let's go.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't forget, guys, go to riseofmiddleamerica.com and check out our lineup of podcasts from history to news, pop culture, true crime, sports. We have a show for all your needs. Join our Discord where all the magic for ROMA Sports happens. Want to be a podcast host, producer, researcher, writer for us? This is your launch pad. Hit the top of the page for all of our socials and scroll down to the bottom for the latest in Roma merch right here. All right, so like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification button to never miss a beat. Now,
before we go back, can you go back to the Roman Nation page real quick? I just want to point something out. Scroll all the way up back to Brian.
Where's Brian?
Very top right there. That is the most militant producer I could have ever hoped to work with.
He is definitely a Good Morning Vietnam type of character. I can tell you that much.
Like, this guy over here wakes up to napalm in the morning.
I love it.
He brushes his teeth with
I love Brian.
About, bro.
Agent Orange? No, that's just my buddy from Iraq.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh,
I
man,
just wanted to say that because it just caught my eyes like, holy shit.
oh my God. All right. So without further ado, it's First and Furious.
I have the Knicks and Cavs kind of in the top tier. Like I just do. I have Magic number 3, Steven. Like I have them in my next tier. I have them as the 3rd team in the East. I love the Desmond Bane trade. I know we'll talk about that a little bit more in terms of what Desmond Bane will be for the Orlando Magic. I'm sure we'll talk about what they gave up and was it, all of that. I really like this roster. I have loved Paolo Banchero since that draft. I wasn't doing this fully in that draft in terms of NBA draft stuff, but he would have been my number 1 guy on the big board in that draft. Like, I just am like, this is what teams are looking for. This is a jumbo, can play the offense through him. He can pass. He's big. If he really shoots it, like, you guys all know who Paolo is. So
Yes, we do know who Paolo is. All right. So, folks, time to kick off First and Furious. We don't ease in. We slam the gas pedal. And the stories from across the sports world, let me tell you, the past weekend didn't disappoint. All right, so over in the NBA, 2 franchises are making noise for completely different reasons. The Orlando Magic locked up Paolo Banchero with the rookie max extension, added Desmond Bane. We already know that with Tyrus Jones. And clear sign they're done playing around in the East. Meanwhile, down in Texas, the San Antonio Spurs are rewriting their identity. Popovich has officially moved upstairs. Mitch Johnson is now the head coach, and they're stacked with staff and names like Sean Sweeney and Cloris Williamson. The Spurs are making it crystal clear it is a new era with this centerpiece. So let's first talk about the Magic, all right? Yeah. Because, Paolo Banchero, they're saying he's ranked number 22 amongst his peers. I'm sorry, he's a top 5 player in the league.
Yeah, he gets no recognition amongst the big boys. If LeBron James didn't exist in this league, you could probably say Pablo is the man-child. This kid is enormous. He's super young. He's super talented. They maxed him out for 5 years. Orlando knows exactly what they're doing, okay? And, that team is super young. They got the right idea. You want to go young. You want to go young. You want to go young. Navasa, exactly. What do you think about that?
Top 5 for Roma? Come on, man. Top 5's a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I'll give you top 10. Okay.
Name. I'll go top 7. Name 7 players better than Paolo Banchero right now.
Top 7 says I only need to say 6.
Shea.
But, of course, you've got Jokic.
Okay.
Again, mind you, this is from an all-around perspective, not just one stat or a few stats.
No, he's a 5 tool. He's got game.
Then I have been missing some footage because I am not seeing what you guys are seeing.
Listen, he might have missed 22 games last year. He might have missed 15 games the year before that. But he's the focal point. The kid's an animal, dude. He's
you miss what he did
puts up 40 points, 50 points.
What did he miss those games for?
Oh, it was a core injury. It was an oblique.
And that's a tough injury, the oblique, as we discussed last week with Shedeur. So, big boy,
the big reason I asked is because an oblique injury is one thing. Whether it's a strain or a tear, that's one thing. But you compare that to like an Achilles, you ain't coming back from an Achilles.
No.
Tell that to Halliburton.
All right, so we got Jokic. I take your Jokic, and I'll double that with Doncic.
Okay,
so that's 2. You got to go with LeBron as 3.
No. I refuse to acknowledge the walking dildo as a player.
I'll give him top 15, but no, he's not. He's never going to be the LeBron of 10 years ago.
But is he in that 6-player category?
Could you consider Giannis as near peer?
I'll take Giannis. Or I like
the age.
Yeah, I like your 3. All right, we'll take the 3. All right,
and then we'll add 3.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get tough.
ASP.
You got to give it to Sean Alexander, the MVP. You have to.
Did you say Sean Alexander?
Shea, sorry.
Somebody-
Seattle. I'm in the Seattle Seahawks doldrum right now. I just played
Hey.
Madden. Listen, I just played Madden. I walked it off with 5 seconds left on a neighbor's touchdown. So listen, I got my names quirked up right now, but yeah, no, you got Shea. Come on, right?
Fun fact: the very first Madden I played was Madden 07, and that was when Sean Alexander was on the cover.
Hey, official. He was official.
So I will say this. All right, so you got those top 5 players, right? Now, the next 20 players can easily go into this next spot.
Poke him right in, throw him in.
But when you take into account what he's accomplished over his first 4 years in the league, and
His
then
numbers.
look at what he's about to accomplish coming up in this next season, the problem with Paolo Banchero is that he had no space to operate, and he still was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He was playing on a team with one of the worst 3-point percentages in the history of the NBA. So all they did was they were like, go ahead and shoot. We're just going to clog the lane. And he still hit tough shot after tough shot after tough shot. They just signed Desmond Bane. He alone is going to allow Paolo Banchero to run rampant in the paint.
Yeah, he's a smart player. He's a professional player. You know what I mean? Bane brings the game. But listen, Orlando did a good move. They had 3 guards that were kind of like backups. They all did the same thing, and they all started. They all shared time. That's not a good look. So now with this deal, they gave up 4 first rounders.
Mm-hmm.
Caldwell Pope. And the guard over there.
Cole Anthony.
And Cole Anthony. So they got rid of one of the 3 backups. They slide in Jones. They throw in Bane with Pablo, Wagner, and a 3 guy. Whoever their 3 guy is going to be.
Doug says Curry. He put Curry in there too.
No.
Which Curry? The Steph Curry from 10 years ago? Because he's been gone.
No, I mean he's still's got a shot. I mean the only reason why he's still in the NBA is because he can hit from 40 feet out.
Yeah, he's one-dimensional at these days.
Yeah, I could say that. I don't see him playing 82 games. There's no way. Not at 37 years old. I can't believe he's 37.
Well, how old was it when like Tim Duncan or
36, I think.
Vince Carter when they retired?
Well, VC just retired, two or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, 2 years ago. He played. Oh my God, he played against Jordan and he played against Wembanyama.
And they made him retire. They made him retire and go back to his first team, right? Which was the Raptors, I believe.
Is that where he is now?
Vince Carter. His last season, the team that he started with signed him so he could retire with them.
Oh, retire with the Raptors.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, how old was Manu?
He just retired from international basketball.
Yeah, he's like in his 40s.
Yeah, Manu Ginobili's got the touch.
Just say it. Now, on a side note, if you want to talk about athletes going into their 50s and still performing high octane, that's your NASCAR driver through and through.
All right. We'll get there later. We got time.
I'm just saying.
We do. But to close out the Magic.
Yeah, let's close them out.
So we've got Bane and we've got Tyus Jones, who's a 41% 3-point shooter. They got scoring. All right.
Professional players too.
Yep. And then they got Jace Richardson in the draft, who is Jason Richardson's son, who played on the Magic back in back in the crazy days in 2009, where it was Dwight and lights out shooters all around him. So I mean, this is going to be a very tough team to beat, because not only do they play ferocious defense, but now they've got scoring, and it's a young nucleus. All right. So Banchero's 23, Wagner's 24, Bane's 26, and all 3 of them are locked up for the next 4 years.
Oh,
defense wins championships. I mean, they led the league in points against. I mean, what was it? 90, 89 a game when other teams are giving up 103, 104. I mean, that's a big deal.
Oh, it's higher than that. They were giving up, I think it was 104 last year, but the league average was like 115. So
the league's out of control right now. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. All right, let's move on to the San Antonio Spurs and see what they got going on, because they're a young and up-and-coming team. My goodness, let's take a look.
Harrison Barnes. Last season, Barnes played 82 games and averaged 27.2 minutes, 12.3 points, 3.8 rebounds,
Talk
and
about Iron Man.
1.7 assists. Forward Carter Bryant. Last NCAA season, Bryant played 37 games and averaged 19.3 minutes,
points,
6.5 points,
It looks like a Cincinnati jersey.
1 assist. Guard Stephon Castle.
Here we got
Last
Castle.
season,
Dude,
Castle
this
I love
guy,
this kid. He's a beast.
averaged 26 points.
this kid right here,
Right there. Yeah, this kid's a beast.
dude, he's gonna take that next step. Kind of like who's the kid that was on their team that they traded to Atlanta?
Murray.
Murray, yeah.
Deontay Murray.
Yeah, Deontay Murray. He's gonna take a step like him. He's gonna go up like 3 or 4 points in those top 3 categories.
Yeah, I mean,
next season.
look, Navasa. Check this out: 14.5 points a game,
Oh, I
4
see.
assists a game. The kid's a guard. He grabs 4 rebounds. He's not even scared. And the big factor, he's 19 years old. He's a guard at 6'6". That's Jordan's height, right? Yeah, this kid's got skills, bro. He's gonna be good.
And that's what scares me.
Yeah.
The fact that he's 19. If you throw, assuming that NBA players are paid even remotely similar to NFL players, you throw millions of dollars to a guy that's young, that didn't come from money to begin with, and you throw millions of dollars at him right up front, you know bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's 19, he's not even able to drink, and you're throwing millions at him.
Oh, he'll find a way to drink at some point.
Oh, I'm sure
you know
he
he's
will.
going out to the clubs and stuff.
That's why for me, yeah, I see the 14.5 points a game. That's pretty good, all things considered. And then the fact that you're getting 4 rebounds and 4 assists a game.
And
Absolutely.
you got to remember who the big boy on the team is, Wembanyama.
Yeah.
So
I don't know this guy. Who else do we got? Oh, De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, that's a great addition.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox. He's only 27. I thought he was older than that. But
He's just a professional again. He's you could tell like he's old. You know, he acts older in his body. He plays smart basketball, kind of like Damon Lillard.
Yeah.
You know, stay healthy. You know, I don't like the 62 games. I want to see maybe 75 games played.
Yeah, that's his only problem. Is he gets tweaked a lot. The ankles, knees, stuff like that. Dylan Harper, 19, another young kid that
Any
they've got.
relation to Derek Harper?
I don't know. I'm not sure. You got Keldon Johnson. I remember he went on a tear for a couple of games last season, where he was scoring like 30 points a game. They've got
a good bench player.
Yeah.
Right
He's definitely gonna be coming off the bench and is gonna be like a prime reason why they're gonna be probably making the playoffs. David Jones Garcia, don't necessarily know much about him. Luke Cornett that they got from the Celtics.
Wow.
He's gonna be. This is gonna be more of like a cleanup guy, right?
Absolutely.
Jordan McLaughlin. He did decent last year.
You think he's more of a defender?
Yeah, he's more of a defender, backup. Ooh, and then they got Kelly Olynyk.
We were talking about that a few weeks back. This kid, that's a good pickup, man. They did some good moves this offseason, and then we're going to talk about the coaching staff as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Who else they got on this team? Let's see.
That's
Jeremy
what I was gonna
Sochan. Yeah, Sochan and Vassell. Like the fact that they kept these guys, man, their bench is going to be. They're going to probably be the highest scoring bench in the league.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. How old is Wembanyama?
Victor?
20? 21.
21.
Yeah, they still got him listed at 7'3". The kid's 7'6". Like,
And his
Okay.
wingspan is over 8 feet. Like, you know.
Oh, yeah. That's never been the issue. That's
like
where
a
I'm saying
pterodactyl.
the fact that you got a 27-year-old, a 29-year-old, and a 34-year-old or 31-year-old in Kelly, I think you have enough age, experience, and maturity to try to keep the young guy or the young guns at least somewhat cohesive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing Victor learning from Kelly. I'm seeing the young kid that we were just talking about, Castle, learning from Fox. You know, they're bringing in these pieces, and these kids. The Spurs are going to be a beast of a team going forward for the next 10 years.
Yes. And what I see out of this core, if I don't see a Magic versus Spurs NBA Finals in the next 3 years, it will be an extreme disappointment on both teams.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to tell you what, one of the funniest things I've ever seen of Victor wasn't even him in real life. It was in a video game. Watch this.
Oh.
Whoa!
What is going on?
Yo, what? Yo, he twitched.
Down by the Spurs.
What the fuck?
He's a whole globetrotter.
Ooh,
Well, if he does that in real life, you might as well just anoint him the best player ever.
Not even like you might as well send the drug test straight to his house. But
For all of you gamers out there, that is some Bethesda level stuff.
yeah, it absolutely is. But yeah, so they are the Spurs in the next 2 years are going to make at least a Western Conference Finals because they have talent at every single level, just like the Magic. I mean, the Magic are just big. They're big, they're defensive, and they're hard to score against. But these guys are going to be hard to defend. They're going to be extremely hard to defend. And and if Wemby can start hitting more threes and be more consistent in his 3-point shot, they're going to be impossible to defend.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a catalyst to the fact that I don't like big men shooting the three. You know, I don't like Embiid shooting a three. I don't like Town shooting a three. I don't like this guy shooting a three.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the style of the game, and if you can adapt that hardest part for a big man to shoot the three, shoot the free throw, you're going to be like elite and unstoppable. Now, the only problem is Orlando does not have the same coaching staff as the San Antonio Spurs. So, I mean, that's where Orlando might take it in the rear end in the playoffs. So, we'll see what happens with that.
Oh, absolutely. All right. Let's move on to the MLB. Let's see how we did from last week. All right. So, Detroit is still in the lead right now in the AL. Toronto's up there as well with the Houston Astros. The Astros, I'm actually shocked that they haven't broke 70 wins yet.
Yeah, this past week that we're in right now, they got shut out, I think 3 or 4 straight games in a row. They almost set a Major League Baseball record. So I'm really surprised that they're still leading the division despite the fact that they've had like the worst week ever. But again, they'll be there, you know that. So
Absolutely.
I'm not worried.
Big change actually from last week is that Detroit is now the number 1 seed instead of Toronto.
Nice.
Couple
I thought Detroit was first.
No,
last
week it was Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because that 3 in a row right there jumped them right
Big
there.
Big things are that New York is no longer the 6th seed; they are the 4th seed. Boston is now consistent at the 5 seed, and Seattle has dropped to number 6. But the big mover this week seems to be Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City going from, I think it was 5 games out, now down to 2.
Yeah, I mean, we're in the month of August. We're 20 days in, and KC's 11-6 in the month of August. Fifth best record in the major leagues. These are the dog days. You want to make the playoffs? Win these games.
Is Bobby Witt smacking, or is it a whole team?
It's a 1 through 9
Step up.
bombardment. Yeah, but they're just bombarding people. It's just not Sally Perez. It's the whole gang.
Like you said earlier, we actually had a piece of trivia for you, but you ruined that bubble.
Thanks.
I
I'm one step ahead of you, bro.
I counted it out. Houston went 30 innings consecutively without scoring a run.
Yeah.
As hope.
It happens, dude. It's crazy. I
They-
think the Mets
they-
lost again.
They must have left their buzzers at home. You know,
Oh man, they
Yeah.
forgot to put the
They
trash
must have
cans.
been on the road.
Electronic devices like in blackjack.
No, they forgot the trash cans, man. You know the drill.
Yep.
But no, right now the thing that's actually really surprising me is the fact that Seattle is now quote tied with Houston.
Yeah, they lost 5 in a row. So I
Or,
think
excuse
they're
me,
going.
They're
They're
about
going.
one game behind.
Yeah, they're going back to what you said a couple of weeks back, where Seattle is mainly pitching, no offense. Well, their no offense has now shown up because they're not scoring, they're not doing anything except losing. So
Told you.
Yeah.
you nailed it.
no, you did, and then
Yeah, in the dick.
A Googler.
and then what did I say? My improbable World Series is going to be an all Ohio World Series between Cleveland and Cincinnati.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
I mean, Cleveland. What are they at right now? Well, they're 3-7 in their last
They're
10.
They're 3 games back of that last spot, hovering over 500. You know, they're teetering, man. I mean, there could be a week or two that'll knock them out, or if they get hot at the right time, Seattle flunks, they might jump in. But I all eyes on Kansas City, man. They might actually
That
slip
is true.
right in there, dude, with some margarine butter. Just slide right in there.
Yeah, they're getting hot at the right time. All right, let's move on to the NL. Milwaukee, of course, is still burning everybody. I mean, that team is. I wouldn't be surprised if they cakewalk into the World Series at this point.
Yeah, they're thrashing people left and right. They're 15-3 so far in the month of August. First place by 1 million games. They're just smashing people.
Yeah.
So,
But look at the Cincinnati Reds.
I called it.
the Red Machine,
There
Pete
it
Rose is turning into great. He wants to go to the playoffs.
I called it, you little fuckers.
Dude, look at that. Look, they're 7-3 in their last 10, 54 runs up, 29-29 against teams over 500. But they still got a bunch of teams they got to go against here soon. So,
Yeah. And I mean, the Mets could be out of the playoffs tonight because I think they lost to Washington 6-5, I believe, and the Reds are on tonight they're on right now against the Angels. So if they win, they'll slip right in there, and there goes your Metsies under the line. Listen, these St. Louis Cardinals are just hanging around, bro. I don't know
told ya.
what's going on. There's nobody on that team besides Lars Nootbaar.
Again, pixie dust.
but look at this though. Look at the Cardinals. Top their teams that they played at over 500. They played the most out of anybody. They're 34-40. Like that's how many top teams over 500 that they played this season.
Yeah, tough
Let's
schedule.
see.
74, I believe. Games they played over 500.
The only team in the NL that has played more 500 plus games than the Cardinals are the Pirates.
Yep.
And the Pirates are 27-48.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big number down right there. Yeah,
Sometimes it's the luck of the draw.
It's just a schedule. But no, like I said, if Cincinnati makes the playoffs, especially in lieu of the Brewers and the Cubs, Cincinnati is going to make it to the World Series.
It's funny with the St. Louis thing, real quick. They didn't even trade anyone away.
No.
So they kind of in the back was like, you know what? Let's just keep this. I like what I see here. Maybe we could do some damage because they could have easily shipped people off, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got weighing contracts there. They got Arenado still. I mean, they got guys, bro.
Remember what I said last week or the week before about my magic pixie dust?
Mm-hmm.
It's under the Gateway Arch. We just don't know where under the Gateway Arch.
Maybe AK could find it for us.
We'll see. We'll see about that. But yeah, so the AL East, I mean, is a complete logjam, right? Because if you look at you got Boston, New York, Toronto, and who else we got here? And Tampa. That's the team I told you. I said they will get hot at the end of the season and go 18-2, and to just back their way into the playoffs. Like they do that every couple of years. I don't think that's going to happen this year, even though I said last week, it's a possibility because of the teams that are ahead of them. All right. You've got, there's too many people in the AL wild card that are going to have 80, 90 wins.
Oh, yeah. I would be surprised if there wasn't. Or excuse me, I would be surprised if there was a team with less than 90 wins as a wild card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's this right now? 125 games played for the Yankees, so that's 37 games left. Say they win 20 of those, that's 88. And that's, that's soft. They get So the top wild card will have 93 wins. The Yankees are going to finish with like 94 wins, probably.
Probably.
I don't know if it's going to get them to the division. They're 6 back of Toronto. I don't know how many games we play against them in September. Maybe 2 series worth.
Most likely.
Now, I got a question for both of you real quick. I'm sorry. The Atlanta Braves. You think it's too late for them? I mean, they're 12-7 this month. They won today, 1-0.
Yes, it is too late.
Yeah, I mean, right now they're in a 9-game deficit from the Cincinnati and New York Mets. I mean, they would literally have to. They'd have to go on. They'd have to start today.
They got to go on a historic.
They got to go on a historic run into the postseason, and I don't see that happening with their schedule and with the teams that are already above them in the playoffs. The teams up there have already proven that. I mean, it's going to be very top heavy in the NL this year.
It's not like the teams above Atlanta are actually soft teams playing like shit. Those teams are actually playing ball. So, you got to be lucky too. So, yeah, they're probably toasted. Yeah.
Okay. So, just for example or comparison, what the Atlanta Braves would have to do can only be replicated and compared to the 2007 Colorado Rockies. Okay?
Todd Helton.
So, the Colorado Rockies.
Larry Walker.
Literally went ahead and ran from mid-August to the end of September as a 28-3 team.
Wow.
Just to make the wild card.
That has to be a record. I mean, the last 30 games of the season.
28-3 is outrageous, an example, but it was that level of a historic run. They lucked their way into the playoffs. I believe they had a game 163. They did. They literally had to play game 163 just to make the playoffs. By the way, I'm at baseballreference.com just to ensure that I'm not bullshitting my way through.
Mm-hmm. I remember Charles Johnson, I think, was the catcher, and then he went to the Marlins. You remember that guy, Charles Johnson?
Not a lick.
Black catcher.
But no, all I'm saying is, if you're trying to get Atlanta into the playoffs right now, take the value bet, okay? Because I would guarantee you, Atlanta making the playoffs has to be about plus 400 or plus 500.
Yeah, it's got to be high. Really quickly, who's your favorite Ramirez, Hanley or Manny?
Ooh, I've got a sore spot against Hanley Ramirez because of the 2019. I think it's 2019 World Series with the Nationals.
The takeover.
No, was it 2019 or 2018 with the Nationals? No, it had to be 19. It was 2019 with the Nationals.
Against Bryce Harper.
No, against Clayton Kershaw. Hanley Ramirez hit a game-ending grand slam off of Clayton Kershaw in the playoffs. So, yes, I'm going to default to Manny.
Hanley was on the Nationals his last year?
Yes.
Hey, but don't forget about the Guardians. They had 11 wins in the last 17 as well.
Scroll up. Could you scroll up real quick on them? Let's see these dirty Cleveland Tribers, these tribe Indians.
They're 3-7, but I mean 11 in the last 17, which means they went on a little bit of a streak and then kind of stumbled a little bit, but still
they don't score.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for a little clarification, with the Colorado Rockies, they entered August 1st, 2007 with a record of 54-52, and they had to go on a historic streak to end at 89 and 73. Meaning they had to go from 2 games above 500 to 16 just to make the playoffs.
In that final stretch when everyone's playing for the playoffs too.
So
like teams are laying down.
Comparatively speaking, today's the 20th. Colorado was 63 and 61. Atlanta is, if you scroll down a little bit, Roma, 58 and 69. They're already 5 games behind the 8 ball. 6 games behind the 8 ball. You think Atlanta's going to make it?
No.
No.
Probably not. I mean, again, there's a lot of tough teams at the top, and it not only would they have to go on a historic run, but somebody would have to go on a historic fall.
Come on, Mets, you know the drill.
Well, I mean, it's still kind of early for a historic fall. I mean, you maybe in about 10 games or so.
I mean, they're taking on water though, bro.
Dude, you know
they're getting bashed left and right.
Roma, you know that baseball is a very superstitious sport, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. You remember when Grimace went ahead through the first pitch for the New York Mets, and then the Mets got a rapid or a really, really long hot streak?
Mm-hmm.
And then the Mets went ahead and showed and paid homage to the LGBTQ flag. And then they started to suck. I'm just saying. Baseball is a superstitious, fickle being.
Thank you for that, Elizabeth, on the Charles Johnson stat. See, you learned something, Navasa. The guy had a .993 fielding percentage.
Holy schmolies.
Okay? Just that little extra.
Exactly.
Is it messed up? Yes. Is it true? Also, yes.
That's funny. All right, I think it's time to move on to the foosballs. Let's get it started.
Is there a quarterback competition with the Giants?
Uh-oh.
I mean, Jackson Dart looked pretty damn good.
He's looked great in two games.
But Russ made one of the classic Russ rainbow, beautiful. Russell Wilson is truly one of the best deep throwers I've ever seen. You got to give it up for him there, right?
I mean, it looks pretty. It looks pretty when it leaves.
Come on, man.
I'm watching it right now. It looks so pretty when it leaves his hand.
Oh, yeah. And when it lands in the hands of his receiver like it's a pillow.
A loaf of bread. I mean, it's funny. Last week, I was saying he was one of the best deep throwers in the league, but he's lost a step or two and lost a couple of yards until he threw that pass and made me look stupid. But but Jackson Dart, I mean, he is. I mean, we haven't seen much out of him. He has a very basic understanding of the playbook, but he's hitting all of his passes.
Yeah, he's a window thrower, as they would say. I mean, he's just dropping it right in there for the guys. He's making it easy. And he's making it fun. He's making a problem for Russell Wilson. And Russell Wilson, with those little declines, he's also gained a couple of years in age. So, I mean, listen, this kid's going to be dynamite, bro. I can't wait. Even if it's not this year, next year, I can't wait. What do you think?
Absolutely. You know, and the thing is that they've already spent the money on Russell Wilson, and you know how it is in the NFL. Like when somebody spends that money on that type of player, you expect them. It's his job to lose more than anything else. You know, that's like if some hot shot was behind Patrick Mahomes. I'm sorry, you're paying him $500 million. You're playing Patrick Mahomes so the wheels fall off, right? So,
or you get the Tom Brady Achilles.
Listen, I think the backup in KC is Gardner Minshew with the mustache.
It is Gardner Minshew.
Yes.
Don't let that mustache roam around, Patty Mac.
Minshew mania. Oh my God.
I love it.
I remember when he started for Jacksonville and his dad was so happy and he was just like in the crowd like, yeah.
Yo, he was winning games, bro. You know, he had the hype for a little bit. He had that little extra and then it ran out. You know, he's not elite. He was elite for a month, but He's not elite for his career.
Well, that's because
so.
nobody had any tape on him. Once they got tape on him, then it was like, oh yeah, this guy's just like
Navasa. What college did Mr. Minshew went to?
Washington State.
A Cougar?
Cougar Slayer. You know he had that womb broom down pat.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. All right. So now let's move on to Cleveland. It's kind of like you see that there's a theme here we're doing from last week. Let's take a look.
I'm happy for him under a great deal of pressure, duress, and not getting a lot of snaps with the first team. This is not what the Cleveland Browns had planned. This is because several, two of the top three quarterbacks, that being Pickett and Dylan Gabriel, both of them nursing injuries. Joe Flacco, there's no reason to put him out there. But it wasn't like they prepped Shador for the last 2 weeks and gave him all the first team reps and with the first team wide receivers and tight ends. No, he got very few reps. He said he was out there throwing to the equipment people because that's what you do. As a third or fourth string quarterback, you get anyone that wants to catch the football. Phenomenal for him to be able to handle that situation.
Yep.
And it just puts Cleveland in a situation, because this is what I believe. It's fairly obvious he didn't handle the interview combine process correct, because he wouldn't have been in the 5th round. And to me, it's fairly obvious that Cleveland at the 3rd round pick, when they took Dylan Gabriel, either they didn't have him on the board or they had Dylan Gabriel ranked higher than him, which is hard for me to believe looking at both of their careers. If I'm the Browns, I'm mature. I'm like, listen, I made a mistake. I'm looking to trade Dylan Gabriel.
Not a bad idea. First of all, big ups to Chris Carter, because all he does is catch touchdowns.
Yeah, exactly. I feel, Dylan Gabriel, what is he, 5'9"?
He's short. He's like Murray. He's short.
Yeah, he looked like a kid out there. And he was throwing up loaves of bread, just the balls going like this in the air. Like he definitely has an issue with his height. Right. And I can't for the life of me understand why the Cleveland Browns decided that was the pick they were going to make in the 3rd round when there was a plethora of talent in the 3rd round this year.
Yeah, I think maybe they were a little skeptical about Sanders and what they were going to get out of him. Maybe he was going to bring that clown show that was with him at the draft. That's why he went down in draft, because of the people he hangs out with and all that nonsense. So they were probably like, listen, let's take this kid because he's good too. We know he's got potential, and just in case as a backup, But Sanders got the goods, man. I would definitely use Gabriel as a trading chip piece because, again, you got Huntley and then you got Flacco. So.
Yeah, exactly. And they got 5 quarterbacks.
I don't even know who the 5th guy is. Do you know, Navasa, who the 5th guy is there on that roster?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Watson retired, right?
Oh, Hansy?
I don't think so. I think Watson tore his Achilles, didn't he?
That 2nd time.
Oh, wow.
Could be out of
I'm pretty sure he retired. But you got Flacco, Sanders, Gabriel, Pickett,
and Huntley. All right, so
and Huntley. Okay,
they got a good
so
core.
if I'm the Browns, why do you have Flacco?
For experience and to teach.
Even though he's already said he won't teach.
Well, he's teaching with the playbooks and the clipboard during the game. He's not going to sit out there during practice and say, come here, I got you for 4 hours. This is what we're going to do. But during game time, he'll put his thoughts in there.
I don't know whether to trade Gabriel or Pickett. Sanders, yes, I will readily admit, just like the guy that Roma was showing earlier. We'll get to that, Biddy. We'll get to that. But no, as far as the Cleveland Browns go, I agree with the guy. It's like, I don't know whether to trade Pickett or Gabriel or Hundley. Because Gabriel,
they're not trading Hundley.
No.
Huntley has the experience. He played behind Lamar Jackson, and he knows how he can make plays with his feet.
Yeah.
So
he was on Green Bay too, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
He's good.
I think Buffalo.
Who?
But no, I thought TJ Huntley was
wasn't
on the Bills for a little bit. But anyways, right now, as far as Cleveland goes, they're kind of caught in a catch-22, which I did say last week that realistically, by the time the NFL trade deadline gets here, they're going to trade at least one quarterback, probably two.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, the fact that Gabriel and Pickett are both nursing injuries, what are those injuries? No, seriously, what are those injuries?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look those up.
I think Gabriel was a hamstring, and I don't know what Pickett was.
He's got no luck, this kid.
Yeah, Tiny Mittens Pickett, or Tiny Mitts, excuse me.
Tiny Mitts.
I mean, listen,
I cannot take credit for that. That belongs to Urinating Tree.
Listen. Is it a Dyer tree? Is it a Dyerwood tree?
No, that's just the YouTube channel. Number one.
It's very hard to be a successful quarterback in the league, period, when you're short.
Yes.
You know, I mean, there's only going to be a handful. You know, you got your Brees, your Fluties, and all the midgets, and all the midgets in between. So,
John Elway.
Yeah, you got the Smurf
I was going to say Russell Wilson, John Elway, Tua.
So.
If you count Tua.
There you go.
Thank you.
A mild hamstring injury during training camp.
Okay. So, two relatively minor injuries, relatively, on two separate quarterbacks. I don't see a reason why you don't trade Gabriel for the up value on potential and then Pickett for the hard value.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of teams that could use a backup quarterback. I know that Tennessee with Cam Ward down there could definitely use somebody like him, because Cam Ward, I mean, you saw he lit up college football, even though he didn't really do much. And Miami was in the playoffs, right?
No,
they weren't.
Out. I think they were like 8 and something.
Oh wow!
No, they missed out because I believe they lost to Georgia Tech.
They got stung by a yellow jacket.
Pretty much. But no, all I was going to say is...
what?
What, you didn't know that Georgia Tech's mascot was a yellow jacket?
No, I know that. I was laughing at his dad joke.
Well, it takes a dad to know a dad joke.
Oh, absolutely. But yeah.
No, like I was going to say, as far as Cam Ward himself goes, I can almost guarantee you that somebody somewhere is going to be desperate enough to take up the Kirk Cousins contract.
Well, listen, let me stick on Cam Ward for a second, and then I got something to say about Cousins. For some apparent reason, I think Cam Ward's going to have issues. I really do. I think it's going to take a lot more time to develop this kid than you actually think. It just looks like he's a little lost out there, bro. It looks like he's a little... If he gets a hit or two, he might be seeing ghosts or whatever's going on. But that's what I think with him, unfortunately, and he's a number one. And usually number ones are jinxed. I mean, it's the bottom line. So now Cousins, the most expensive backup quarterback I've ever seen in my life. This guy needs to go, bro. He needs to go open up a taco truck or whatever the hell he wants to do. He should not be in the NFL. He robbed everybody, bro. Ridiculous. And who's the backup on Indianapolis now? Who's going to back up Daniel Jones? Because they could ask for a trade for those quarterbacks.
Again, Anthony Richardson.
He's not going to be there no more.
Oh, no, they're not going to trade him.
We'll talk about Anthony Richardson in our third segment.
By the way, Gargi, I have 3 words to describe Cam Ward. Ready? What offensive line?
then why draft the kid if you don't have an offensive line? This is what I'm trying to say.
Because franchises.
Hey.
Nice. All right. We're really falling behind here. So let's go to the last part. I'm actually throwing in a new quarterback this week. Let's go. Dude, Caleb Williams looked phenomenal in this drive that he did.
Yeah, he's got a lot of tools in his toolbox. You know, he's like a mechanic out there right now.
He had like 4 passes to his tight end, so he's finally starting to learn how to use his tight ends.
If you can get your tight end into the offense and the linebacker's got to worry about dudes in the middle like that, you're going to open it up. So
look at that. Thread the needle right between,
right on the run.
Yeah. It looks like they were running a cover 2 robber on that play. And he picked it up right off the bat.
And he was out in motion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, listen, the kid's amazing. He was a Heisman winner back in 2021. He's 6'1", 225. I mean, the kid's a beast, bro. So I mean, he's got the stature, he's got the background about it.
Master.
So Caleb Williams is going to shine.
Yeah, he is. And the thing is that like who was his original? It wasn't Matt Nagy, was it?
The original head coach
that drafted him.
Oh
no, Matt Nagy was offensive coordinator for Kansas City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, whoever the coach that drafted him, he did him a disservice, a very bad disservice. I mean, they got all those weapons for him right after, but I mean, every single game it was like he would take 1 step forward and 2 steps backwards, and that's on the head coach.
Yeah, I mean, their offense is really not up to tune the last 5 years. When you hear the Bears, you think of defense and special teams, you know? So this kid is going to change that whole format of offense for the Bears, and they're going to be fast and exciting.
Yeah, and he's a couple years in now. So one of the big things with young quarterbacks is setting your line protections, understanding what's happening on the defense, who's coming from where, and setting your line protections in being able to audible not just plays, but audible certain players just in case something, they see a hot route, or they know that the safety's coming off the corner over here, so they're gonna say, "Hey, H, stay," which is the running back, and have him stay in and block that safety so that the tackle's not blocking 2 people, and keeping him healthy, keeping him on his feet, keeping him clean, and giving him a couple of seconds to get the ball out of his hand. So he's probably going to figure it out this year. I think Chicago, believe it or not, is my dark horse NFC championship team.
By the way, to go ahead and answer your question from earlier, Matt Eberflus.
Huberfus? Huber what?
Yes, Eberflus.
Really quickly, I got something cool. You said that he's starting to get polished, right?
Yes.
Well, Caleb Williams' mother is like this huge nail polish esthetician lady. She's like famous in the state that they live in, and he rocks every game different nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
That's his own little trademark thing. So Mr. Polish has got the polish on.
Hey, make his mama money and make his mama proud. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If my mom was selling nail polish and I was making millions of dollars a year playing in the NFL, what am I going to tell her? No. I'll be like, give me the weirdest, craziest colors that you can give me, and I'll press conference. I'll be like, "What's up, guys?"
I think Navasa already sent her a message, friend request.
Yeah, right.
I ain't no Cougar Slayer, bro.
Slayer.
But no, to go ahead and talk with Roma for a sec. I won't give Chicago the benefit of the doubt for making the playoffs this year. But I will say they will finally end their losing streak to the Green Bay Packers.
I don't think the Packers are that good. I don't think that they're as good as they
Can you say that the NFC North is the toughest division in football?
No.
Not this year. Last year it was. Holy crap, last year it was.
This year, I'm going to give the title of toughest division to the AFC West.
Ooh.
Because there is a literal no-fly zone in Denver.
No-fly zone. They give up 9 points a game over there. It's amazing. They play defense.
Man. Yeah, because what's that? That's Kansas City,
Denver,
LA,
Oakland, and San Diego, LA Chargers.
LA Chargers. Yeah.
Now, if you want to talk dark horse, don't think they're going to make the playoffs. But, Las Vegas definitely knows how to play spoiler.
I think so, but I also think that they still have a lot of pieces that they need to fix.
The Raiders.
Because they went through a lot of hardships. The first one being Henry Ruggs. They lost their wide receiver and Antonio Brown within 12 months of each other.
Don't forget
they had Garoppolo and got rid of him for no reason.
Yeah, exactly. And they just
Ruggs, Arquette, Garoppolo. Who was your guy? Who was the fourth guy that we just said?
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. Now you factor in all of the crap that happened during that season, and I still believe that one of the greatest tragedies to ever pass the NFL in the modern era was how the hell did Rich Bisaccia not get a head coaching job when he left Vegas? The fact that Rich Bisaccia and Derek Carr literally dragged the team. God damn it, Benny!
Spirit fingers.
But no, literally, Rich Bisaccia and Derek Carr dragged this team to the AFC wildcard, kicking and screaming, tragedy after tragedy, adversity after adversity. But what do we get out of it?
Yeah.
A really. Oh, I was gonna say an invalid form of car insurance, but that works too.
We're forgetting one player. They also had Devontae Adams.
But that wasn't a tragedy.
Well, it's a tragedy. He's not on the team anymore.
No, he's for the Rams.
Oh. The Raiders.
Yeah,
man,
that guy. But yeah, so to close this out, the Bears are going to be a playoff team this year. I'm not sure they're going to win the division. I mean, the Lions are still they're the king of the jungle right now. And the thing is that they're getting all their defensive pieces back, because last year their entire defense was on IR. Like, I don't know how they won 14 games with that defense, but they got exposed by your number one pick in the divisional round.
So the thing that I'm going to keep an eye on with Detroit, how much of their record or how much of their success was because of the players and how much of it was the coaching. Because you got to remember, their offense and defensive coordinators for Detroit, they both left for head coaching gigs. Ben Johnson for Chicago. And who was the other coordinator, Gargi?
I don't know.
Roma.
Doug Vrabel?
No, not Doug Vrabel.
No. Vrabel went to
Spags? Spagnola? Stevie Spags?
No, I'm pretty sure it was Aaron Glenn. I want to make sure that I'm not screwing it up.
I wouldn't have known that.
I'm pretty sure Aaron Glenn is now the head coach for the Jets.
Absolutely. 31.
Okay, so yeah, that's something we're going to have to watch out for, because losing both your coordinators is, I mean, good for them, but that definitely like puts a wrench into everything, which means that their offense and defense is going to have to be tweaked a little bit, probably a lot.
They're gonna have to run around. Yeah. What do you got?
Was right. I just want to say I was right. It is Aaron Glenn that was the defensive coordinator.
Nice,
that is
good
now
call.
a head coach for the Jets.
Good call. So he's a defensive-minded coach, which is good for the Jets because they're a defensive-based team anyway.
I pray for Sauce Gardner to revive his career.
Saucy.
All right. Let's get out of here and do some league leaks.
One of the biggest stories of the day is in the NFL. John Gruden has stepped down from coaching the Las Vegas Raiders following emails containing racist, homophobic, and misogynistic comments.
And comments involving a player drafted by the St. Louis Rams. Sports director Frank Cusimano joins us with the latest information and the St. Louis tie. Hey there, Frank.
Ryan and Kay, thanks very much. I think it's important to note how this story all began. The NFL is actually conducting an investigation of the Washington football team and the practices of their owner, Daniel Snyder. And they had over 650,000 emails. What they uncovered were some explosive emails. I mean, we're talking about vulgar emails between John Gruden and Washington president Bruce Allen. Gruden used racist terms in describing the appearance of the players' union chief, Damari Smith. His emails were also sexist and homophobic. And there was a St. Louis connection to these sordid emails. In 2014, the St. Louis Rams made history by drafting the first openly gay player in Michael Sam. In the email, Gruden condemns the commissioner, Roger Goodell, for forcing the Rams to draft Sam.
Okay, so, I mean, you kind of get the gist of that. Now, number one, Michael Sam was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year and was drafted in the 7th round and then let go before the first game of the season.
Yeah, this was a situation where the NFL wanted to show the gay community that, hey, we could have a gay football player here. I don't think that he'll be out of place or whatever. But listen, I don't even know if the kid was that good. We talked about this a few weeks ago. And did he go Missouri?
Missouri, yeah.
Okay. So, what did he do for the team in 5 games? I don't even think he made a tackle. Now, something must have happened in the locker room. We all know this, behind closed doors, allegedly. So that's why the kid's canned. But, I think it's a publicity stunt. What do you think, Voss?
Well, at the time, I would say that as far as Michael Sam himself, yeah, he was a defensive player of the year, but much like how every other person that has the baggage with them, we can say Shador for this year. You can argue Henry Ruggs and David Arquette before him. If you're going to be a detriment to the team, my prime example for players that are cancers, but at least knew how to play the game and do it well, Jonathan Papelbon. If you remember him.
Red Sox closer.
Complete asshole. Complete cancer to any team on earth.
Was he like John Rocker?
Worse.
Wow.
But he knew how to close the games out. Now, if you want to talk about blackball or, blackballing a player from the league, then yeah, Michael Sam is a prime example alongside Trevor Bauer. However, for completely different reasons. I believe that there's a difference between organically being good at something and just happen to be a certain characteristic versus being pushed because of your characteristic to be good. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Right. And to go back to your point, like there was another issue where I think it was the Vikings punter who had come out and then was like released a couple weeks later. And it's because when it's again, people are going to come in and say, "Oh, it's because he's gay and it's that blah blah blah," but he made a spectacle out of it, right? And it distracted the entire team. It distracted the entire organization, and then put a whole bunch of cameras on the inside, right? Nobody wants that.
No, we're all supposed to be equal, regular people here, and
Exactly.
You're coming in with huge baggage. You got this thing going on, and the thing that you have going on is really not too keen. Everybody, so
yeah, right. And I don't give a fuck who you're.
No,
with.
I don't care.
Like,
just don't
but
sexually harass me. I don't care.
Yeah, but when you create the spectacle and then everybody comes in and try, now you're messing around with everybody else's time. You're messing around with everybody else's schedule.
It's embarrassing. There's more cameras. There's more reporters.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
how
for
are you
no
and Sam
and for,
getting around. You know.
Yeah, and for no other reason but the fact that you want more attention on yourself. And yes, Biddy, thank you. Focus.
Yeah, they were saying, oh, I heard one of the players was calling Sam Uncle Sam. Like, oh, he's your uncle. You know what I mean? Like, so it's not good.
Yeah.
Now,
But again, this isn't about them. This is about John Gruden, right? Because within those emails, he said some stuff that I would never put into an email.
all I was gonna say is that you take what happened to Michael Sam and what John Gruden has put into his emails, and then you do a compare and contrast with what Harrison Butker said at that university commencement.
Mm-hmm.
Look what 10 years did.
Yeah, and then he became the number one jersey sold.
Is he still playing?
Exactly.
Is he still playing though, or they bamboozled him too?
Oh no, butt kicker has been extended.
Oh yeah, because it's the Kansas City Chiefs. They love to roll with scandalous players and scandalous stories. It's out of control.
Yeah, remember?
You don't mean Tyreek Hill?
That's just the beginning.
Well, Tyreek Hill. Remember the guy that shot himself?
Oh, Plex?
No, this was maybe 15, 16 years ago. Did it in the
Priest
parking
Holmes?
lot. No. It was a defensive player. I don't want to get too far, going off the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
But
we're already there.
Yeah, but that happened, and that was, the Chiefs, the Hunt family, definitely take their chances on some pretty interesting characters. But anyways,
you want to talk about some interesting characters? Look at the people that were primarily listed in the Nevada Supreme Court decision regarding John Gruden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's like the emails. You got to remember, the emails were discovered during a completely separate investigation into the Washington Commanders and their toxic workplace. You remember that?
Yeah.
That started.
Who could forget Dan Snyder?
Mr.
Right,
Schneider, the
Snyder's-
psycho Schneider.
Yep, Dan Snyder's departure, right? And at least that started it. And while the probe was unearthed, Gruden's emails mysteriously found their way to the press somehow, right? So now here's where things get interesting, though, because within days of those leaks, Gruden resigned from the Raiders, and at the time, it looked like an open and shut case. He wrote the emails and went public. His career imploded. But Gruden didn't just fade away. He fought back. He filed a lawsuit against the NFL and Commissioner Goodell, claiming it was a deliberate, targeted leak designed to make him the fall guy while protecting bigger fish in the Washington scandal, which, nothing surprises me nowadays. Like, absolutely nothing surprises me, right? So his lawyers called it malicious and orchestrated, and then the NFL picked him out, leaked only his messages, and destroyed his reputation on purpose. So going back to what we were just talking about before, obviously this has happened in public view with other organizations. So, you fast forward to this month in August 2025, and the Nevada Supreme Court delivered that ruling in Gruden's favor. What this means is that discovery is going to be a bitch.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen. They released these emails when he was on ESPN, like on air, doing like Monday Night Football, like like an 8 o'clock pre-show, and they were like, "Yo, come here!" Like during commercial. So I mean, listen, I think this is crazy sabotage situation going on. He definitely pissed off the wrong people. I'll tell you that right now.
You don't piss off billionaires.
Because listen, I mean, he had a 10-year, $100 million contract with the Oakland Raiders. All right, 6 years left on the deal before he got canned. Okay, supposedly they still owe him $60 million left on that contract. Now, what I'm not understanding, and maybe you guys could help me with this, is the NFL came out and said that he's not getting $60 million. He already got the $60 million. The rest of the contract's voided. We'll see you in court for the other bullshit. What's going on?
It's typical he said, she said at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And like we were discussing a little earlier, is that for that $60 million, that's easy to see. You just do some forensic auditing of the financial accounts between the NFL and John Gruden and the Las Vegas Raiders, and you'll see whether that $60 million got transferred or not. Excuse me, the $60 million remaining. But beyond that, I'm just smiling ear to ear because now 650,000 plus emails are going to be up for discovery. Now, whether they are able to be released to the press or not is a completely separate matter. Probably not. But the fact that 650,000 emails are going to be in the hands of John Gruden is going to be a little bit.
And AK,
John
we have a
legal team.
We have a nickname for this, right? It's Grudengate.
Grudengate. Yeah.
So Grudengate is going to go ahead and start blowing some stuff wide open. Because, mind you, there have been general managers and owners that have been forced to sell the team for similar comments made. Most notably, back in the NBA with Donald Sterling.
The old Clipper bastard.
I think we have to talk about John Gruden. Well, yesterday, a huge announcement came. You don't often see this. John Gruden got a major legal victory against the NFL. And the reason why you don't see this often is the Nevada Supreme Court has actually ruled in favor of John Gruden in his appeal. Remember the case here. John Gruden is suing the NFL. Do you remember the leaked emails that caused John Gruden to get fired when Mark Davis didn't want to fire him when he was coach of the Vegas Raiders? So John Gruden gets fired. John Gruden then sues the NFL. The NFL says, hold on, you can't sue us. You've got to bring us to arbitration because there's a clause in every employee contract, including in baseball where I signed one, including in football where I didn't sign one, that if there's a lawsuit that you have against the commissioner, that goes to arbitration in front of the commissioner or an assignee. It's really quite something, but you sign it because you have no choice. So John Gruden sued, saying not for the leaked emails. The lawsuit was actually, let me make this a lawsuit in a court that's public, that's open. I want to expose Roger Goodell and the NFL for that which they've done. Well, it's been a very much back and forth decisions from the lower courts, including the Nevada Supreme Court at one point indicated that they were not going to rule in Gruden's favor, which is crazy. But Gruden's lawyers kept, God bless our system, filing appeals. They wanted rehearings. It was denied. So then they tried again for something called an en banc reconsideration, which just says, please, that's what it means in English. I know we keep losing, but one more time. Like, just give me one more minute, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry. That guy there, 90% of his stuff he was saying correct until that en banc statement, and that's when... No. What en banc means is, yes, you are appealing to the full circuit. So typically when you do... if you're filing in the federal circuit, you have your single judge in your district court. Okay, we'll use U.S. District Court in North Texas as the example. You get one judge, U.S. District Court, North Texas. And if you don't like the ruling that you got there, you appeal that to the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, where you get 3 judges. And if you don't like that ruling, then you can appeal to the en banc panel, which is, I believe, 17 judges in the Fifth Circuit. And those 17 judges all file their opinion for the legal case at hand. Again, it's one of those things that's like grinds my gears. If you're going to explain something, you explain it right, damn it. But I digress. This is the big thing in that when you're trying to go into a lawsuit and or trying to avoid arbitration, it was that exact perspective that was needed to explain why arbitration is so bad against the employees. It is so horribly rigged against employees, especially if you're only doing onesie-twosie cases where arbitration is so much easier for the companies instead of going through the legal system and the class action. So, long story short, John Gruden, absolutely horrible human being. But is this a legal victory that is the right decision? Absolutely. Because forced arbitration should not be a thing.
And especially in a case like this, right? Especially when, you've got, when you yourself are being exposed for things that everybody else does, but yet you're going to take the fall for everybody else.
Remember when Cal McNair said that the inmates are running the asylum?
Mm-hmm.
John Gruden's definitely the wrong scapegoat. He ain't having any of this. I can tell you that right now. He's still fired up. And like that guy said, he definitely earned more minutes in the courtroom because he won his appeal. So there's going to be a lot more minutes in that courtroom now.
I'm telling you right now, Jerry Jones emails have got to be the script to Django. Like, dude. Okay.
The script is next to a noose laying in his treasure box.
In his trunk.
That's how bad the guy is.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jerry Jones. I love you until you play the Giants. But
yeah.
I would be more concerned about Art Rooney, but I couldn't help the Django. Couldn't help it.
Oh my God! But this is going to expose everybody. It's going to expose coaches. It's going to expose training staff. It's going to expose things. Because remember, imagine if this happened during what was it? With the Patriots.
Deflategate?
Not Deflategate. The other one with the cameras.
Oh, Robert Kraft and his
stealing signs and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Signalgate.
All this stuff is going to come to light, and we're going to see exactly how the NFL not only deals with that, but how they deal with punishments against certain players. How certain players get longer punishments than others. And in those emails between that, like, this is going to expose the entire NFL and what their structure is. There is a possibility that Roger Goodell might have to resign.
Man, from your lips to God's ears, bro.
Question. Does this cover? I'm sorry. You were saying?
No. Go ahead.
It was in reference to the Caleb Williams nails.
Oh. Listen to this. Could you guys name the quarterback that has the most passing yards, the most completions, and the most touchdowns in the National Football League history?
I was going to say, if you're going to include interceptions, that one is easy with Brett Favre.
They're not.
But no, single season or all time?
All time.
Ooh.
Oh, so passing yards is Tom Brady. That was
no.
45,000 and change, correct. Number one.
I would have figured it would have been Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is number two.
Oh, come on!
Mm-hmm. And then he said passing touchdowns, right?
Touchdowns, yes, correct.
That's Peyton Manning.
And you, Navasa?
Most touchdowns? Oof. All time?
All time.
Oof. You're making me think, man.
Get it over with. You know what
John
your name's
Elway.
Tom Brady. Who has the most completions ever in the National
Okay,
Football
Tom
League?
Brady.
Tom Brady. My point is, with all of that, Joe Flacco is 19th on the list, and I talk him up, the great. Tom Brady's the greatest, and I hate the Patriots.
Tom Brady sold his soul to the devil.
I mean, how does he look better now than he did 20 years ago?
He's got the juice. He's got the juice.
I said what I said. I say. He sold his soul to the devil.
That's
the Raiders.
Oh, my goodness.
He was supposed to buy the Raiders, wasn't he? Supposed to buy the Vegas Raiders?
He has a minority stake in the Raiders.
Very good.
I think it's like 5 or 10%. But like I was going to tell Roma, or ask him, excuse me, does this affect the NFLPA?
Oh, it will once everything comes out. Like I told you, when you look at like how certain things are arbitrated when it comes to like suspensions and things like that, how and look at some of the players, some of the great wide receivers that we never got to see, like what's his name, Josh from Cleveland, Josh Gordon, and Blackman from
Oklahoma,
Jacksonville, like in those guys.
Rashad Blackman, I think his name is.
Or something Blackman. Justin Blackman.
There you go, Justin Blackman.
Yeah, and how they did that, and then of course, like there have been other players that have gone through the similar situations and have gotten way lighter sentences, but back then they completely destroyed. Like these are things that now are going to be exposed to everyone.
Yeah, it's not like it's a hush-hush case. This is going to be here you go, read this nice novel I have.
This case is going to take years.
How many emails?
650,000. Now, there is one last ditch that the NFL could appeal to, and that is the U.S. Supreme Court.
And they want to get embarrassed that badly, though?
Well, they won't. They, being SCOTUS, will not render a decision to accept or reject a hearing, or more formally called writ of certiorari. They won't issue that till probably October or November. So you've got about 2 months or so before a legal next step can proceed.
Okay, we need to definitely every now and then float the idea out in the atmosphere of Goodell getting fired. Goodell getting fired, please.
Well, I mean, getting fired would take 2014 owners.
Oh, that's right. The vote. We're gonna have to can the guy somehow.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to resign because I'm pretty sure he's got some emails that do not.
Dan Snyder got his ass handed because he tried to blackmail the 31 other teams.
I wonder if there's an email in there for the linesmen, judgments, referees, whatever they're called, umpires. Hey, make sure you hook up Kansas City for the next 7 years.
Oh, the Zebras gotta get something for their pension funds.
Oh, could you imagine that? Going back to when they had the replacement refs.
Oh my God, that was the best. This guy's got a can of beer in his back pocket. This guy's got mustard on his lip, and he's throwing a flag. I don't know. I didn't see nothing. These guys are out of shape, bro.
That was hilarious.
They're out of shape. They remind me of the umpires in MLB. They're out of shape. They're fat. They're sweaty. They're stinky.
But to close this out, I think John Gruden, he I don't think he needs money because he's got money, right? But I think now he's if this goes through and they expose everything, this opens up every single league in the United States because now it sets a precedent on everything.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's been in a lot of Chucky movies, so he's got a lot of royalties there. Okay, but even before this, he had
probably going to sue them too.
He had a 5-year deal worth $17.5 million with Tampa before he stopped with them and then went to the broadcast booth. So I'm sure he got some kind of cash.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. All right, time to close this showdown. Franchise Files. All right, let's go.
Look, this is where Anthony Richardson gets hurt. He dislocates his pinky. Hopefully he's going to be okay. But there's a lot of people saying this is on the offensive line or this is on the running back. First of all, the running back is free releasing. It's called scat protection, 5-man protection. This is the protection that's called. Second of all, the center is going to the left. And because it's a 5-man pressure, you see a linebacker blitz. So 90 is left free. And people are like, well, why didn't the right tackle stay on 90? It's called sifting. You're supposed to sift as a right tackle to the most dangerous guy. And they probably teach it in Indianapolis. Hey, the most dangerous guy, you know what? We're going to throw off the outside dude. So the most dangerous guy is the linebacker. Okay. This is completely on Anthony Richardson.
And 33 there, the linebacker, looked like a delayed blitz.
Yes.
Exactly.
So the right end had no idea what the hell was going on anyway.
Exactly. And like Richardson's already been under a lot of heat, for his gameplay over the last 2 years. And, he was the 4th overall pick. And you were expecting, talent's there. He's got the arm.
Yeah, he's a high flyer.
He's a high flyer, but he takes a lot of risks and makes a lot of mistakes. And so now Danny Dimes is over there. And
more of a professional thrower and not scatty.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he learned that the hard way when he got injured. But we have to remember that he's still a young player and he still has room to improve. It's just how many chances are you going to give this guy? I'm going to let you guys jump on this because I got to pee.
Yeah, listen, Navasa, I don't even know if this kid wants to stay in Indianapolis anymore. As far as I'm concerned, I think that the agent and the front office is having some talks now about what's going on. You're treating this guy, you're kind of getting him hurt out there. He's got great quality. He's supposed to be this top 5 guy in the future. We're supposed to give him a big contract. Why are you doing him dirty? Why is Danny Dimes the starter?
The way I see it, it was already a reach to pull Anthony Richardson at number 4. And then you compare every quarterback that Indianapolis has had since Peyton Manning. Okay. Curtis Payner, Dan Orlovsky. Excuse me. Now you bring that all forward after Andrew Luck. Like, Indianapolis does not know how to raise a quarterback. Okay. Ever since Tony Dungy left Indianapolis and retired, there hasn't been a good quarterback out of Indianapolis after Andrew Luck.
Yeah, no, that's a good call. Tony Dungy was definitely a QB quarterback coach.
Tony
Besides head coach, he took
Okay.
care of those quarterbacks.
Well, it's also worth noting that you had a generational talent in Peyton.
Yeah, and he had Brad Johnson in Tampa. That's a professional quarterback.
Touche. I'll give you props.
I'm going in the memory bank a little bit. The
Little
bank's
golf
open.
clap.
The bank's open for business.
But no, it's Anthony Richardson has already cemented himself in infamy by saying that he sat out a play because he was too tired.
Yeah.
It's one excuse me. It's one thing to go ahead and get your butt handed to you on a silver platter because your O-line makes a mistake. That's one thing. But if you're running and then you get too tired after you get hit to sit out a play, that's a problem.
Yeah, I think he forgot that we're playing tackle and not flag or touch. You're playing with men, not boys.
Now, I'm not going to say that the NFL is an easy gig. No, there's a reason why they're paid 7, 8, 9 figures. But at the same time, you are a once in a lifetime specimen of a human being that is grouped together with your fellow peers to put asses in seats. Anthony Richardson has the cannon, but he doesn't have the calibration. Now, I don't know if he needs to do there was a quarterback that went through LASIK. Jameis Winston went through LASIK. I don't know if Richardson needs to go through LASIK to correct his vision.
Yeah, because where he sees now 4 receivers instead of 8.
No, that's Mark Sanchez and Goat.
He could wear the glasses that Wild Thing wore in Major League. You know, the goggles underneath the helmet.
Yep.
And go that route.
Oh,
Well, I think that's also a kicker by the name of Hyesung Kim.
Well, not just that, but also Eric Dickerson.
ED 34. He's running around like a ram.
Remember that.
Well,
we're talking Dickerson Rams or Dickerson Colts?
Oh, Dickerson Rams. You know
Rams. Come on, bro.
Freeze under arrest.
Again, single season rushing leader Rams. Thank you very much.
There you go. Marshall Faulk.
No, Eric Dickerson still holds the record for the most rushing yards in a single season.
Oh, in a single season.
2105.
I was gonna say 2100, right? That's crazy.
Pop quiz. Who's in second and how many yards?
Derrick
second. You mean second all time in rushing yards?
In one season.
In one season.
Got to be Derrick Henry.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna go with
It's
Saquon.
actually a lot more obvious than you think.
Saquon last year.
No.
Wow, with all those 200-yard games. Barry Sanders.
Nope.
Emmitt Smith.
Nope. Man, how do you guys miss this guy?
Wait. I got one more for you. Jamal Lewis.
I got one more. Let me think about this one.
Curtis, my favorite Martin.
No.
I'm done.
Okay, his rookie year, he rushed for 296 yards.
Ron Dane.
No.
Wait, it ain't Adrian the Switch Peterson?
Oh, look at you, Brody.
Brody?
Get him a switch. Get him a switch.
No Brody.
Get him a switch.
How many yards did he rush for?
And what? The
Here's
first
my
game
switch, asshole.
Now you're playing with power. Portable power, bro.
No. Here's my switch too.
What? Wait, what was your question, AK?
That was close. How many yards did he rush for?
In the whole season?
Yep.
2001.
You're almost there.
Let's see. 2048.
2098. He was
Whoa.
seven yards off. You want to know why he was 7 yards off, right?
I want to know why. Tell me.
Because he was at 2040 yards, and he breaks off like a 48-yard run and gets tackled. But it's the last game of the season. In order to make the playoffs, the kicker had to kick a field goal on their side of the field. They were going to let him do it, but they had to win the game. And that's the reason why he didn't get it.
Do me a favor. Pull this up for me.
Oh, my God.
The worst linesman, the worst umpire referee in football history, Jerome Boger. Type that in. Jerome Boger throws a flag. Watch this guy. Just watch what this guy does. I don't even think he's in the league anymore. This guy is horrible.
Let me see. It's Eric Dickerson's record, 2012. Here we go.
Battle is tied at 34. What we do? Go.
Bro, this was close. I hope we don't get dinged for this. But that's why I'm talking over it right now. Actually, let me turn down the volume. But yeah, so
look at all the classic Vikings uniforms.
He's talking it up.
Good.
He's talking it up right now. Ponder. He went to the Florida Gators.
There we go.
Christian Ponder? I thought he was a Florida State.
Oh, we gotta have a battle here.
All right, so
wait.
Google it.
He's like, how much more do you need? The referee.
He told him that. He asked him that. Get the fuck out of here. You see what I mean?
Here
Hold
goes.
on. Hold on. Was
There
this
he goes. There he goes.
Go.
Yeah, AP.
And that was it right there.
Oh, the Packers had that the linebacker with the blonde hair. What was his name? Matthews? Clay Matthews?
Yeah, Clay Matthews and AJ Hawk.
Oh, AJ, those two guys combined were crazy. I like those guys.
Yes. Fun fact, Clay Matthews coming out of USC, I have to fact check this, but I believe he was at the same time playing at USC as Brian Cushing. And if you know what Brian Cushing is famous for, bloody noses and steroids.
And slamming the helmet
That
off
guy
of his
had
head.
rage.
And getting, that guy was crazy. Both of those guys were at USC. Jesus.
He put more scars on himself than he would get in like a fight with somebody or a car accident.
Remember when he got pissed off at somebody and he headbutted him without a helmet?
Destroyed the guy.
No, he headbutted somebody with a helmet on.
But the guy with the helmet on felt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, inside the helmet, the guy felt it, and this guy's got no helmet on.
Exactly.
Bro, that was crazy. Man, we got way off. But anyways,
we're fine.
So what does this injury mean for Daniel Jones? Because he's been named week 1 starter, secured a full season role, and eliminating any kind of short leash, so to speak, on his performance.
I mean, listen, I think it's the right guy at the right time. He's coming out of New York. He was a starter for 5 years. He's not a backup quarterback. He's a starter. He just is not a superstar. If you give him what he needs, he could do it. And I'm telling you right now, this is the perfect little dream scenario for Daniel Jones. I think he deserves it. I don't think he earned it, but I think he deserves it because he is the second best quarterback on that roster.
Here's the kicker. You want to know what Daniel Jones Woodica. You want to know what Daniel Jones has on Indianapolis that he never had on New York?
What's that?
An offensive line.
No, not only that. Excuse me. I was going to say a competent running back.
Yeah, we're not talking about Mr. Jonathan Taylor over there. He's good.
No, when the New York Giants had Saquon Barkley, they did not know how to use Saquon at all.
The Giants don't know how to run an offense. I'm a Giant fan, and they suck at offense. They do 3rd and 9 draws up the middle, and they punt. They never go downfield. Everything is short and retarded.
There we go. Yep. And the thing is that now all of a sudden you wonder why Barkley ended up leaving in the first place and going to a rival and went to a team with an offensive line and rushed for 2,000 yards. So it's
give him what he needs and he will show you what you deserve because the kid's a beast, Saquon. And listen, you need an offensive line in football to run an offense. Your quarterback will get destroyed. If you can't set the tone with running, what good is it?
Right.
Defense can only get you so far in a game. Like, for example, the Denver Broncos. The Denver Broncos for the last 10 years are known for defense and mile high and the big turnover late. If you want to shoot out with them, you got to get lucky. We were talking about Russell Wilson when he was on there. Even, what's his face over there? Mr. Jesus.
What, Trevor Lawrence?
No, I'm drawing a blank right now. He went to Florida. He went to the Gators. The quarterback.
Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow. And
Jesus.
Yeah, and the plumber. Without those guys, you're gonna have mediocrity at best. So I mean, you need an offensive line. You need to set the tone running. Period.
Oh my God, that Gators team was crazy. It was Tim Tebow, the Pouncey brothers, Aaron Hernandez,
they had a squad.
Percy Harvin.
I love Percy.
God.
Whatever happened to Percy when he was on the Vikes?
they had Cam Newton too.
No, he didn't. Cam Newton was Auburn.
No,
no, same colors, but he was on Auburn, not the Gators.
No, he was on the Gators. He was behind Tim Tebow.
No.
I might have to disagree with you, AK, just because of the fact that Elizabeth's sisters went to Florida University and we went to a lot of games. I seen Joe Burrow play for LSU.
There's no way in heck that Cam Newton ever went to Florida.
I seen Odell Beckham Jr. play. That was a good game.
Give me a second.
Okay. I was going to say, I was mixing up OBJ.
Oh my God. This is Photoshop.
No, that's Photoshopped.
AK, you Photoshopped it.
One of the great what-ifs in Florida football history, what if Cam Newton had stuck around in Gainesville? As the story goes, Newton came to Gainesville in 2007, was the backup to Tim Tebow. Thank you very much. I'll take my $100.
AK! Yo! Teach the students a lesson.
No! Damn it! Now I gotta go buy a UCF hat.
It's like the Dementor sucked the soul out of my body just now.
One of these days, I will get Roma
What
to
is
wear
going on
a
right now?
David Carr jersey.
Ooh.
One of these days.
It has to be the original Texans David Carr jersey.
No.
Yes.
Can I get up and get? Can I get up and get a jersey real quick and show you something?
Do it.
Do it.
Go get it. But no, Roma, I will get you to wear a Fresno State David Carr jersey.
No, I'll take the Devontae Adams one.
No, you won't. You'll wear the David Carr jersey and you will like it.
But yeah, so
I will get the UCF hat eventually.
Oh man, UCF. I hope they do something next year because they're the one college football team that got screwed over. Not once, but twice in back-to-back years.
I'll give you once, not twice. Once was when they finished the year undefeated the second time. Okay.
Well, the first time, okay, we'll leave it at that. The second time, they destroyed everybody they played.
Yes, they did.
Everybody.
Yes,
and
they
then
did.
When they didn't make it, they threw them against LSU and who?
Joe Burrow.
Justin Jefferson, and Chase.
Chase Young or Chase Bryant?
Jamar Chase. They had all three of them on the team with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Dude. And
nice name drop.
And they only beat us by 3 points.
UCF game of their lives right there. Listen, I was looking for a Terrell. I have a Terrell Owens Buffalo Bills jersey.
Ooh.
With the patch on it, the 75th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
He only played one season there.
Hey.
I thought it's the blue one. It's like that, the weird Buffalo jersey. It's like that navy blue. It's like navy blue. You remember those navy blues they had?
Weird.
The navy blues with the red stripe down the side.
Yeah, exactly. They had the red with the dark blue, and obviously the patch and the lettering and all that good stuff.
Yeah, because it was that, and then who was on that team? They had a running back. It was right before Marshawn Lynch got there.
Not a clue. All I know is John Gruden, he's got about a whole bunch of emails to go through, and every league has just now crapped their pants because there's now precedent that says forced arbitration in this particular scenario, not applicable.
Exactly.
Which means everyone's going to be changing their residency to Nevada.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. All right. Let's close this out, shall we? Because I know that last week somebody was asking for rodeo.
And he ain't even here to ask for it.
And he's not even here. So let's do some rodeo, shall we?
This crowd is on their feet. They want it. He needs
Context. Navasa, go.
Okay, so what we have here is a 5v5 professional bull riders matchup, for lack of better words. You have the Missouri Thunder here versus the Nashville team there. First thing that pops out to me, the fact that this is broadcast on live TV. The CW as a network, they are a growing brand. They've already got the ACC. They're already going to be picking up most of the Pac-12 come 2026. So it's the fact that it's already live TV. That's the big thing. It's popular enough that people are watching it. Second thing, with PBR, professional bull riding, everyone knows the old free hand on one side and grab the hand on the other. Grab the rope with the other, excuse me. And you're riding on for 8 seconds of fame. That's all it takes. If you could do 8 seconds in bed, you could do 8 seconds on the bull.
Is it like the bed like in them dirty motels that like you put the quarter in? It's like is that good practice?
Only if you're in Arkansas.
My cousin Vinny once visited that motel.
Yes! Thank you! You got the reference!
And down the ran.
Oh
But
my
yeah.
goodness! For
So,
once, we're all on the same page.
Well, let me ask you a question. What's the name of the bull? Because this is crazy.
What's the matter with you, man? You know what the name of the bull is. I'm looking at ugliness in the beard over here.
Ugly This is the name of the bull, AK. Now, in baseball, when you win a game and hit a homer, what is it called?
Bottom of the ninth.
A walk-off homer.
Walk off.
What does this kid do?
Let's find out.
8 seconds. That's it.
Swing your partner round, throw it down to the
Look at
ground.
this. Wow.
Look at that crowd too. It's freaking packed.
Now, I believe that's the ball game.
Now, mind you, this was in Nashville.
80 3/4. But he gets a lot more.
Did he just walk it off?
Yes. He
No,
literally hopped off.
He literally walked off.
Because the Missouri
Hold
Thunder
up.
have hit the challenge button and going straight to
He literally walked right off. Look.
Wow. Cinnamon!
Young man over there, and if they get the win, they deserve the win. So you love
Now,
them so much. You're
The
trying to
reason
take
why
the
they're
win away from
challenging
them.
is going to be up here at these frames right there. They're making sure that that right hand of his is making sure that they ain't grabbing the rope down here on the side of the bowl. They're just making sure that the free hand is staying free.
Now, let me ask you, what happens if he's got glue on his jeans underneath his thighs to make him stick to the bull?
He's a dead man.
People are not the first thing he's going to be worried about there, good sir. I do believe a 2-ton bull with horns and a angry ass face is going to be mauling him pretty darn quick.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Again, 2-ton Terry, they might call him.
Oh man, this was a fun episode.
Yeah, I feel like I got hit by a linebacker.
What's his name? Urlacher?
Urlacher?
Not linebacker. You got Urlacher. Let's go. All right.
Roma, where can we find you?
RiseOfMiddleAmerica.com. That's right. We got a different kind of podcast for everybody. Look at all of our beautiful faces. Navasa, you need to send your photo over so we can get
I need
you
to
up
shave
there.
my face first.
Look at that. We even got Taylor Lorenz in here.
I've always told
Go.
Taylor Lorenz ex-wife that looks like a typical DC militant. I tell you what.
Let's make sure she doesn't have a bomb under that dress.
Oh,
Nah, man, she's packing double D's.
Roman Nation's blowing up.
yes, sir. All right. If you guys want to support us, make sure you go here to the Roman Nation Network merch. Let's see if it actually comes up. Yes, it does. We've got all of our merch. We got Facts Sass there. We've got, oh man, this one is becoming a fan favorite. So,
Weaponize your autism. Okay.
I don't know why that one's so popular, but everyone loves it. Yep, we got Roman Nation, Sunset Rants. We got backpacks. We got the Ohio Man here. All the hats, all the shirts. You got me on this shirt too. I love this shirt, man.
That's pretty fire. I'm an original guy. I love your original logo with the nation, with the Roman Nation, with the lines going through America. I love that one, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
So fresh.
I
Yeah.
have to give credit where credit is due. Whoever animated that Ohio Man, I think it's a wife beater or just tank top. Whoever animated that, I will eventually buy one just because it is Ohio Man essence. It is Ohio Man energy.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think next week is where I'm going to have the lineup of every shirt going to have their own shirt. I can't.
Papa knows best.
That's right. Yep. So we're going to actually have a real logo next week. I can't wait for that. But anyways,
coming soon. Oh man, I can't wait.
Before we
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Go to riseofmiddleamerica.com. Join the Discord. You want to join the team? Well, we're looking for people for all different types of shows. So
hold on.
We've got documentaries coming up. We've got a bunch of stuff. We got a wrestling show coming up. Like, this is blowing. I don't know how I'm going to have enough sleep over the next couple of months because my goodness.
I'm gonna need somebody to shine my shoes. You can find somebody to. Hey, Tommy.
What, Tommy Cutlets over here? Now, I do want to make two announcements, and in regards to college football. So, week 0 is coming up. Most fantasy football leagues won't recognize week 0 because only a few teams will play. But I would like to announce that I do have a Roma Nation NFL fantasy league up and running, and a college football pickup.
Yep, and then I have the official fantasy league for Roma Nation. The only way that you can jump in is by joining that Discord. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am AK, your favorite guy. That's Gargi. That's Navasa. We are the F out of here. You guys have a good night. We will see you next week.